Team are out, and just to reiterate, it is an absolutely glorious afternoon. The sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky. It's very nice and warm indeed. And Woking in their red and white half shirts, black shorts and red and black hoop socks will be playing from left to right in this first half, attacking the Leslie Gosden stand away to our right-hand side. Wrexham in green shirts, white shorts and white socks. Davis plays it out to Reece Hall-Johnson over on the far side. He cuts it field on his left foot, tries a shot, blocked by the giant Woking defender Moussa Diarra. A couple of players lunge in for a 50-50. The Woking player stays down. Here's Hall-Johnson with a cross that fizzes through the 6-yard box. It'll be a goal kick to Woking, but the Woking bench absolutely furious. Luke Young is an excellent set-piece taker. The Wrexham number 8 placing the ball very carefully away to our left-hand side in front of the Kingfield Road end. He's going to take it right-footed, so it's going to be an in-swinger. Everyone back for Woking except Zach Robinson, who's lurking in the centre circle. Young takes it towards the back post. Ross punches it away under pressure, and Dalby with a chance here to stretch his legs over on the far side. It's a poor clearance though. And, again, we look away to our left-hand side from the commentary box in the main stand. We're on the far side of the pitch for those of you watching on the Cards live stream from the Woking website. Young again, good delivery in towards the 6-yard box, and it's cleared off the line. And Woking have just about managed to get it out over on the far side for a throw-in. And that was a very important block by the Woking defender. It looked for all the world like Wrexham had broken the deadlock.
Yeah, just went through everyone, and Lofthouse was luckily on the post and had stayed on the post and did really, really well to clear his lines.
Absolutely. I'm sure Oxford United will be pretty happy with that arrangement as well, with the amount of game time he's got this season. Long throw into the Woking penalty area. It's flicked up. What a save from Craig Ross, and then the rebound is volleyed over the crossbar. Jamie Record will not believe how that hasn't ended up in the back. That a wonder save from Craig Ross, and it remains 0-0.
But as you say, what a save, because he was going the other way and then stuck out a really strong left hand to sort of pour it away. You need somebody in the middle of the park who can pick a pass, thread balls through, and even run with the ball, you know, run at defenders.
Speaking of which, nice little run there by Ferdinand to get Cooper in space. He tries a shot from 30 yards, hits Dibble, and unfortunately for Woking, it falls straight to a Wrexham defender. And just looking at a real mass of bodies by the penalty spot. Away to our right-hand side. Referee's whistle goes. Cooper stands up, addresses the ball in towards the near post. It was well held by Dibble in the end. Both Ferdinand and Dalby made runs towards that near post. Record does brilliantly to get the ball clear. He was under pressure from a couple of defenders. And the bouncing ball doesn't quite sit for Cooper, but it's picked up here by Tommy Block. Nice ball in feet of Zach Robinson. Robinson into the box, right-hand side. That's surely a penalty. He goes down. The referee says no. I can only assume the referee thought that Robinson had fallen over a leg rather than the leg had brought Robinson down. John Moore.
Thanks for putting me on the spot, Gavin. I initially, like you, thought it was a penalty, and then actually I thought, well, hang on a minute. Did he get his own feet tangled up?
Angus. He's back to the goal. He's pinned in a little bit by the corner flag, but he does way to get away from Tommy Block, and he plays it square to Young. The ball into the box, and the referee has given a penalty. It was a challenge from Gehring, I think. It was played into the area. It looked like Davis had just got away from Gehring for a fraction. Again, it was a little bit touch and go as to whether Davis went over the leg or Gehring's leg made Davis go down. But the referee has pointed to the spot on Wrexham here with a chance to break the deadlock. He's going to be facing Luke Young, who has caused so many problems with his corners so far this afternoon. It's Luke Young, right-footed, a shortish run-up. Craig Ross with his arms outstretched on the goal line, and Young steps up and he sends Craig Ross the wrong way. Excellently dispatched by the Wrexham number 8, Luke Young, with his 8th goal of the season. And after 37 minutes, it's Woking 0, Wrexham 1.
Yeah, well, it's harsh, isn't it? It really is, but that is the problem, you know, if you're not able to really mount a goal threat, you're always vulnerable.
And Wrexham, they've won 12 and drawn 2 of the 14 National League games where they've scored first this season. As Jack Cook dives in and he misses it, Jamie Record heads into the middle. Woking defenders around him, and Record really had to release the ball earlier there, and eventually Cook stabs it away, comes back to Young. Young with the ball into the box. Diarra dove underneath it. I think he must have thought it was either going out or Ross had made a shout, and thankfully Dior Angus couldn't get there. That could have been a massive rick from Diarra. Thankfully, it came to nothing, but it is Woking 0, Wrexham 1.
And I wondered what he was doing for a minute. I thought he'd slipped. And then I realised, no, it's deliberate. And actually, it was kind of like a dummy, wasn't it, in the end?
It was. And there's really only one shot for Woking, and that was a 25-yard effort from Charlie Cooper. The best chances and the only goal of the first half have gone to Wrexham. If they've been on the back foot a little bit, here's Cooper. Can they fashion something in this second minute of first half? Stoppage time. Ferdinand comes in and hits it, but it's well wide and out of play for a goal kick to Wrexham. Woking winless in 6 against Wrexham. 2 draws and 4 losses since their last win against the Dragons in September 2016, when they won here by 2-0. A couple of late goals from Fabio Saraiva and Chike Candy, as Kretschmar picks it up over on the far side. A minute gone in the second half. Nice ball in field to Dalby. Gets it on his left foot, slips it into the middle. Ferdinand tried to drag it back and he stumbled. No foul. Block is square, about 15 yards inside the Wrexham half. Out to the far side, the Woking right. Jack Cook cuts in field into Dalby. Dalby has a couple of options, slides it out to Tommy Block. Back to Cooper, first time cross. Dalby knocks it down, and then it's fired over the crossbar from Jack Cook, who continued his run. It was on his weaker left foot, to be fair, but it was a really nice, again, that's probably Woking's best build-up play, the best ball into the box anyway, and Jack Cook couldn't capitalise. Still 1-0 to Wrexham.
Yeah, you really wanted a left-footed midfield player there, really, rather than a right-back or centre-back. But, you know, nonetheless, good to see Jack Cook in the box.
Here's Omatoyo over on the far side. He's quickly closed down though. Red and white shirts surrounding him. Back to Luke Young. Chips a ball over the top and Cooper misjudged the flight, and it's picked up by Dior Angus over on the left-hand side. Now it comes back here to Record with a good first-time cross. Omatoyo misses it, and then Hall Johnson fires it into the back post, and Wrexham have doubled their lead. Sloppy defending from the Cards. They look at each other, they raise their arms in frustration, but it's Wrexham who are celebrating. 51 minutes gone, Woking 0, Wrexham 2.
Yeah, really poor goal to give away, really. All the Woking defenders got sucked into the middle. Just completely left Hall Johnson totally unmarked. You have to say, it was a decent finish, though. He had quite a lot to do still.
Into the feet of Lofthouse. Now Kretschmar dinks it over the top for Charlie Cooper. Cross comes in, and it was behind Robinson at the far side. Strikes it. It's blocked away by the Wrexham defence. Now here's Jack Cook. Takes a touch. It's a deep cross to give a Robinson, and it just skidded off his head and comes out of play on this near side for Wrexham throw, and Ross was able to catch it, clear it, and now here's Dalby. Little flick out towards the far side to Paul Hodges, who burst into the box, lays it back now. Cross comes in from Cooper, and that is wretched. Absolutely wretched from Charlie Cooper. He had a bit of time, he could have taken a touch. The Wrexham midfielder for another Woking throw, level with the edge of the visitors' penalty area. Woking 0, Wrexham 2 it remains. Here's Hodges trying to scamper his way into the box. Ran into green shirts, and it's cleared poorly though to Jack Cook. And now to Charlie Cooper, who tries his luck, and again it's not a great effort. Curling away from goal over the Kingfield Road end and into the Snooker Club car park. Cooper got a man on shout just in the nick of time. Now here's Hodges, halfway inside the Wrexham half, twisting and turning. Tried to play a 1-2 with Kretschmar, but it bounces to Cooper. Now here's Lofthouse, better from Woking, good patient build-up play. Lofthouse 25 yards out, into the feet on the edge of the turn, and it's shot just wide. Really good play from Woking, and Kretschmar just couldn't wrap his left foot around it and hit the target. That was really nice stuff from the home side. And it's a goal kick to Wrexham, and now the substitutions will come about 19 yards. So it's, as I said, just outside the D. The wall is a couple of large paces outside the 6-yard box. Kretschmar limps his way into the penalty area to maybe prove a little bit of a distraction.
And it's fair to say that Cooper is going to put his laces through this one.
Cooper steps up right-footed, and he launches it well over the crossbar, and again it's poor from Charlie Cooper. I think the best case scenario from now is maybe a debut goal for Sam Evans or a first goal, but here's a chance here. Omotoyo is through, 1-on-1, and he scores. Lovely little dink over Craig Ross, and it's 3 goals and 3 points for Woking. Another desperately disappointing afternoon for the Cards, who are now 5 games without a win at home. First minute of stoppage time at the end of the game. It's Woking 0, Wrexham 3.
Yeah, and the centre of Woking's defence opened up like a chasm. And again, forward kept his head, didn't do anything silly and just sort of dinked it, really.
Clearance by Wrexham, though, goes to Diarra. Now back to Cooper and Ben Gehring. Gehring looks up. He'll certainly have an afternoon he wants to forget. And he has his pocket pick there by Jordan Davis. And through to Sang. Can he make it 4-0? He's round the goalkeeper. He's pushed wide. And a sliding challenge from Jack Cook concedes the corner. And Ben Gehring had a nightmare there. What was he doing? Unfortunately, he's been bailed out by Jack Cook.
Yeah, he was just dawdling on the ball. Too slow. No sense of awareness.
In comes the set piece in the end. Diarra brings it away, stabs it up towards halfway, where it's taken down really nicely by Jordan Davis. Gets away from Evans. Davis, left-footed shot comes in, and it's 4-0. And that is a very cruel go for Woking to see. They've been the second best side, but they haven't deserved to lose like this. 96th minute, a great strike from Jordan Davis means it's Woking 0, Wrexham 4.
Well, fabulous hit. Just let go right across Ross's body into the far corner, and we said 3-0 was tough for Woking. 4-0 really is harsh.
And yeah, the ref can certainly call this one now as Woking get us back underway. The referee has a quick check at the watch. The ball is launched forward, headed away by Fikra Keller, and there goes the full-time whistle for the 3rd game in a row. Woking have conceded 4 goals at home. Unlucky today to concede 4, but maybe what they got at the other end was just about right. 1 shot on target, no goals scored at home. It's another sorry afternoon for Woking here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium.